I can't make videos like Pyrocynical, having all of these funny clips half a second and a good script for a video. I have neither of that. Except these funny clips half a second and a good script for a video. But what if you could transfer to a different world? A world that can do anything, and even more. That's what the new game offers. Main character, which, we'll call him Gamer, and don't even ask me why he looks like a famous Minecraft cheater. He wakes up in a different world, ready to explore and achieve some very little gaming house. Gamer finds a robot with the name of Mikana. Pretty cool name if you ask me.
Nanomachines suck.
And Mikana just usually agrees to break some type of a wall. You and Mikana destroyed, revealing that you have a third member in your party. Where did she even come from? Continuing, you find Denoi, which is most likely blue, having a horn, made your weapon made out of herself, wearing tiger pajamas, beating the living shit out of you. We don't have enough battle points to fight her yet, but we can get them by coaching from the best witches in the town. Wait, why am I waking up? What? Apparently it was all a dream, but what dream? It's a nice time to question your motives, but we'll play the Persona intro later.
No, you should take a break. I'll make it a paid leave, don't worry.
You know, I don't actually mind, but you're probably gonna blame something on me. Whatever. Later that day, you come back home to your red wife. Being too afraid to tell the truth, you hide it inside of him, leaving your wife in a complete mystery of what happened at work. Later that day, have a nice dinner and go to sleep, leaving one action happened to mystery for 1 minute of a video. Next day, you have a breakfast and lie to your wife. You surely have no idea what your name is. About you going to a job. I mean, not like it's something important or your life depends on it. you know. The usual. Instead, you decide to check some arcades. Playing some games is a great way to waste your time. I hope they have crowd fear there.
Literally got jump scared by my phone.
Not finding anything you want to play, you travel to the closed off room. In this room, a few full body gaming machines located. You decide to give them a try. New project. Never heard about it.
Please put a helmet on.
Verifying ID. Performing a brain scan. Creating your personal account.
There's your guide. There's she explaining this world is based off of your own brainwaves, and that you can do anything to the characters and nobody will know about it. They've been speedrunning Mario for the next 10 days. But we're not here for it. The minute is over.
Welcome to HENTAI.
What am I doing with my life? You know these moments when you find the gem so hidden, you wouldn't even think of it as a gem. I wrote the Wayne Johnson quotations. And this is one of those gems. New game is something you wouldn't even consider being a playable game until you try it. The visuals portrayed here give off a huge aesthetic vibe of a finished product, even being a literal shitpost. Musical part of it is also having a very distinct appearance, fitting the ears with a nice, well-made RPG music. Later in the game changing to some other level of vibe, but that's gonna be a spoiler, so you hear that later. The game itself alternates between the real world and the gaming world, where everyone can become anyone. As if the second world, we'll call it that, it's literally based on your own brainwaves. You don't think of it as being anything illegal or strange. So anything you do there stays only with you. Some hentai action, am I right? Anyway, at this point of the video you should choose Below for yourself. Drink a red one and you'll become base tier of the game, getting it all by yourself. Or you can choose a blue one, becoming the cringe YouTube viewer. Regardless of what you choose, the game worth it anyway. So let's begin. 3, 2, 1... Obviously, after testing the new given power and going out from the city, we find a wall blocking the way. We call the robot for help and story repeats itself. After that, you visit the witch, which tells you a new spell, Squishy Squish. From now on, you should understand that we are reviewing a not safe for work game, so the blue one you've seen in the beginning crashes into the city and you squish her. Also, we haven't touched a lot about it, but it's art style, and it's pretty normal. It might seem like a big downgrade from all that Knuckle Futaloli simulators, but here it stays in its exact art style from the very beginning of the game and to the very end, making a stable but reliable art style. And after finishing with your gaming session, it's pretty late now in the real world, and your gaming career should be finished for today. Unless you want to play more. God damn it, illusion of choice. In the real world, you can talk to the other people populating this world. Yellow school students, purple bookshop manager, green cafe worker, and a blue security. It's deadass their real names. Nothing important will be happening to them until some certain moment of game, but you should remember them. Again, you come back to your home accepting the fact you're lying to your wife now, getting your dinner and going to bed while doing that one action we skipped in the beginning of the game. It's pretty relaxing night after that, and a day that starts again. I love my life. Go to the arcade again and the process repeats. So your friend Mikana now wants to cross the river, but he's a robot. He obviously can't. Go around the island finding a hut near the sea with that woman called Urashima. She's someone important so you can remember her. She offers a boat to help you with the trouble, but in addition she also asks for
accept.
Next day she single-handedly pulls that little boat to the place and speak single-handedly. With that, you and Mechana travel to the other part of an island, and there he goes away. There you continue to the snow town, where you find the first armor seller in the game, realizing that armor will not save you here.
No.
Next to the armor shop is the witch hut. The witch gives you a quest of getting the trial badge from the mountain up ahead, where you proceed to get screwed by the mouse. Duh. In the same cave with a mouse, you find a cat, which gives you cat item. I wonder how I'm equipping this cat. Oh, right, that type of a game. With this item, you're easily able to defeat the mouse blocking the way, which transforms into... Have I told you my guide's name is...
Toyota.
I threw her into tentacles. I enjoy my life. And it becomes apparent tentacles were blocking off some power component, so I took it. Mechana also was there, without the power component. And I will not even be thinking about how Mechana is actually a girl. There the day of gaming ends once again. Speaking of the time inside, which goes way slower compared to the real world, but still being interrupted by the basic human needs like food, sleep, and daily dose of internet.
Daily dose of internet.
Go play some
After coming back home, gamer feels more confident after doing some heroic type feat in the gaming world, which is what finds attractive. God damn those bottoms, man. After finishing the cave, you appear on the other side of it. There you take the trial badge and meet with the second ancient god. Yeah, those are gods, and there are 12 of them total. You get rid of the god and guess what happens then? Not bad at all. Oh no. Oh. Anyway, to the west room, the trial badge locates a secret room, to which we'll return later, by the way. Rolling back to the city, we get a new spell, Rub Rub. Man, you know what else we did. Next to it, there's a girl selling some magic stuff. Then you meet the Blue Oni once again. Yeah, that spell made for Oni specifically, to be honest. She gives ups and retreats. Then we find the third city, and once again, time to go back home. Man, time flies fast, isn't it? So you're back in the game, you find the second cat, it improves your stats a little bit further. Nice. In the same time you find the forger that likes making. Also you find the bartender. While trying to quit the desert city, the third god meets you. Bring me a snow trial badge, okay? Okay. You go back to Snowy Mountains and ask one woman to help you guiding through the Snowy Mountains. Never thought I'm gonna see Netwar in such a family-friendly game. I'm gonna skip hentai scene once again. Play to yourself. Before you climb the mountains of shape-shifting foxes, you find a scribble, it says come alone. And you come there alone.
I got some jelly beans.
Here you find a fourth god. There have this scene, there's blah blah blah. Now you find another cat and another god. Now she looks like a bunny. Cute. Now after getting a badge, I realized that this world is way more interesting than the real world. Well, the real world inside of a... Mom, you wouldn't get it! Coming back, there's another cave we will need for the end game, so we'll skip it. For like 10 minutes. It's pretty late in the second world, so you and your guy decide to stay for the night. Honestly, I'm out of jokes for this part, but let me improvise. A shape-shifting fox appeared in a house on the top of the mountain. A shape-shifting fox should be slain by the gamer's cop. So basically he just had hallucinations. I hope those two FBI guys near my doors are also hallucinations. After that you come to the desert town and get rid of another god. Same scene, same action. You continue past it and find Mechana once again. Oh my lord, how did you... Poor robot. You help him a bit, cause robots really don't like sand. Bro, I told you to glue yourself together. Oh, what a cute mantle, by the way. A bit further, you find the port town controlled by Blue Oni. Oh my man, I haven't seen you in a few years. In the same port town, you also find the charge of a woman inside. Hope nothing will break your belief in God. Hope nothing will. Also in the cat. Cute. On the way further, we find another god, aka the White Snake. You also know the drill. And please, for the love of God, don't cook your Simeon! Next city is under control for Red Oni. And she's seemingly a better Oni than the blue one. Well, that's for me in the future. In the same area of the map, you also can buy a cottage, which I skipped. Okay. But we'll come back later. Next city on the way is a demon city. A new cat and a new witch. Not a time for the spell though, so, you know, later. On the way further you find next god, a horse. Fighty, yeah, that's it, nothing more. Then the demon's king castle. But before you can do anything, it's Sunday. I enjoy the Sunday with my wife. God, what a nice life they're having. But next day we come back to gaming. The Demon King appears not to be the Demon King you're supposed to defeat. Apparently there are more than one Demon King in this world. She also asks to pass your challenge to get another trial badge. As if fighting the Magic Knight up ahead. Have I told you Demon King is a woman? The only woman which doesn't have any hentai scenes in this game. On the way from the castle you find the Magic Knight and get the badge there. Then you go to the Demon's Town, where you have a nice warm dialogue with a friendly demon for a face. He'll also play a big role, so remember his name. Coming back to the Witch Hut, you also learn a new spell. And a few seconds later, Oni storms the Demon's Village. Time to get a new training session. Hey, that's what the new spell does. Damn it. Fuck. The cavalry's here. The Demon King and 4 Onis have a wonderful fight for a few minutes, but if you lack of any results,
An interruption from your guide.
you stop both sides from fighting. To that, Oni just retreat and the Demon King gives you a little thank you. With the addition of ordering the Fury to help you travel the sea to the other continent. Furfist asks you to meet him at a beach somewhere. Another cat, by the way. What a nice little kitty. I don't think you can go there yet. Oh, what's that? Park. Toyota is sus. A bit later you find the goat, another god of them 12. You fight, have a scene, let's move. Then there's Furfist. He offers you to travel in Turtle Girl.
Why
is everything
I know
here
a lot of you have been
girl?
complaining that, you know, the background's boring. There's not really a lot there.
In a sea trip you find Mikano once again. But instead of going to a certain place we talked about before, Gamer decides to visit the worst place ever.
At McDonald's.
The Oni Island. I mean, Onis are annoying, so it would be better to just get rid of their leader or something. It's getting late. I think I should head home. And honestly, this was the first time in this game when I got fully immersed in it. And getting thrown into the real world really makes me want to play the Persona intro.
Let's do
But
it.
in reality, aren't we all just little puppies who decide to ask you candy? Then after finishing all the usual stuff, it's time to go back to gaming. Their Gamer, Mikano and Furfist ready to plan on fighting the Onis. Just sneak in and talk of the king. What can go wrong? And while sneaking around for a fair bit of time, the squad found a shelter, apparently made for the greater Onis. But inside we find two weirdly drawn stick figures. They're Oni, by the way. So instead we decide to find one exact Oni to talk about and convince to help us. But instead we find Blue Oni? After some blah blah and convincing, Oni decides to help us. The gang goes further, defeating some Onis on a volcano and meeting the monkey. After defeating another one of the divine gods, we fall further, accidentally tripping one of the black Onis. Glad that the blue Oni can deal with it, we continue onwards. You might ask what the hell was that, but we'll get to that later. Inside of a castle we meet Cock. And then a bitch. And next we meet the King of Oni. No pun intended. King Oni appears just to be a human female who got sick of something a long time ago and protecting pretty much the whole world from the dark creatures appearing from the bottom of the sea now. And there you follow her to fight one. It's not really terrifying yet, but we'll get there. At the place she tells you that most of the creatures who had contact with the possessed turned into the ones themselves eventually. Speaking of the black Oni we met before. Not the happiest of truths, but at least they don't care about capitalism. Remove this line later. Wait, why not removing this line? On the way back, you ask her why demons, Oni, and other people fight in the first place. No greater answer is received except, you stupid! The only threat you can hear from the King Oni is those underwater creatures who you and your squad need to fight eventually. Nonetheless, you say goodbyes, and once again, it's another day in the real world. Skipping that, you come back to the second world. Not a lot you can do except having fun with some Onis and coming back to the surface on their ship. Leaving Furfist and his turtle in secret for now. After arrival, Mikano gives you a last goodbye at that moment, declaring that the next time you'll see him, he will become a human. I would really like to him not to do that, being human isn't worth it. But it's the man's own will, so I can't do anything but watch. Spoiler, it is not the last time we're seeing him, but I won't say more than that. Then we and Furfist travel to the northern islands, where the elves and the flying humans coexist. There we and some sentries having a little word battle until
Monkey King
shows up. He says sentry to let us inside and we continue. Island leader now gives us a task of finding our own spears and a key to those secret doors we've met before. And it's obvious you go onward collecting all the Pokemon that this world can give you. 4 to be exact. Next to this place a cave protected by the monkey located. You easily defeat it, yes, sins included. And come inside, where you find a... Okay, it was also for the last time. You grab your own new spirit here and let yourself get thrown to the new place with the help of a rooster. Winged's Town. Probably the most questionable place in this game after the next zone we're gonna be in. In this place you find the last witch, I have still no idea what spell she gave me, and finally entering the interesting zone. Your guide warns you of this place being dangerous and you should prepare first. But regardless of your words, you take your manlyhood and hope inside to meet the scariest demons this world have ever to offer. Oh no. Apparently, you are now in the real world. Or... can't get around that, but with stealing a phrase from Pyro, this space alone is the main reason I wanted to make this video. Maybe that's a joke. Maybe I'm sleeping. What the hell is this place? Those questions remain unanswered while you find dark living creatures in the streets of a city you were once living in. Spoiler alert, there's a little secret place we will come back later. Traveling this world you find your wife absolutely alive and breathing. Yes, it is still a game. So you decide to do some funny stuff to her. And let's skip this part. Nothing in this world seems wrong except some dark creatures looking at you from the darkness. You obviously can fight them too, and obviously you will. But even so, they emit bleeding after getting attacked, showing their real nature. But don't be fooled, real them are way darker than just hits. To be concerned, those are the only creatures in the game that give you actual experience. I haven't said it before, but neither are gods, neither are pork monsters is giving you any experience. That comes to the question of learning stuff. Main character falls into the illusionary world, where you have to fight other dark looming creatures looking at him from the darkness. Seemingly the other people. It wasn't pretty clear until now, but this game portrays the run away from the reality to another, better world, where no danger can harm you, where no creature will look at you with hatred, to the place inside of your own brain. And apparently by fighting Dark Ones, main character gets experience in life, which will help him survive later. Till the arc is just a pussy. Nothing more than that, you find those girls from the real world here too. They don't react to you, so you know what's gonna happen. Those are not real human, those are just projections inside of your mind. Yet they're so real. Insert a joke about playing computer game. You decide not to fret with it and just get out of there, regardless of you getting any mental trauma. Considering the things you saw, this world doesn't seem normal anymore. What is even reality? Anyway, now you got all the 4 trial badges and a key from the old master. And now you're in need of finding another free spirits. And that's what you do. The fire spirit, like added in the desert, gives you critical hits. Speaking of which, this is not really important in the matter of a joke video, but the developer made his best to make this game pleasurable. Fuck, I need to get out from here manually. Okay, sweet. God, but this game is like reading me. Bro, this one single fucking moment is so fucking meaningful. Like, they're just like boring shit coming up. You can just skip it entirely. Bro, I love this developer. I don't know. This is obviously not the only moment I got pleased like that, but it's the most noticeable that I got. Anyway, the Wind Spirit, which is located in the Elven Village, gives you special battle points. The Cold Spirit, which is located in the Snowy Mount, gives you healing every 10 turns. And the White Spirit, located in the Demon's King's presence, gives you defense. What do we use? It's up to you. But now it's time to wake up again. And the world seems even more unreal. Is it a game? Is it the real world? You don't know. It's time to sleep, however. Good night, my dear wife. Hey, hey, hey. What? Who? Familiar voice. Hey, hey. Who's this? Can you hear it well? Ah, sleepy. Damn. What a weird dream. Now it's official endgame. There you defeat Dog God and meet the final God Boar. However, it's too soon to fight him. You need to max out your minions first. And the first step of this progress is unlocking the secret place with all 4 of your spirits. It is granted you to summon an additional spirit to your first one. There you also grind those dark creatures to upgrade your spirits and quit with seemingly enough power. Remember the first cave we've seen, by the way? Yeah, it's time to give it a visit. It is weird to say, but the vibe in this place gives something different to me. Some feeling of accomplishment. Like, that's the point where I was growing my whole life to. The music, the timing, the difficulty. It all gives out a good balance. But again, it was too early for me to come here for now, so we'll come back later. Later, obviously, I defeated the final divine god and got the ring that allows me to touch ghosts. Remember that one ghost? I'm sorry. After exercising Cure, the house is ours now. And so, what does this button do? What? Wow. Great. Now what? This is probably the stupidest and the coolest thing I've seen in the game since prop boosting in Half-Life. Nonetheless though, the next step for us, from the words of the Divine Guardian of the Death Tower, yes, this is how she called, is to find Urashima. That one woman from the beginning. God bless backtracking. Also, the Divine Guardian of the Death Tower, fuck it. Death says that gamers way more resistant or even immune to the possession of the dark creatures, to the exception of the other property this world having. So just the main protagonist! There you come to her, and it becomes apparent that she and the king only is having the same problem. Those black creatures coming from the depths below. And obviously you decide to help Urashima eradicate them. However, after trying to fight one, it becomes a fact that your current power isn't enough, and that you need some kind of buff to move underwater. You come back to the Demon King and ask her to help with that. She gives you a meeting with the underwater settlers, which will apparently help you breathe underwater. And oh my god, just look at this fish!
What are you laughing at? I will crack your skull with my fucking fish.
You and the fish have a long talk whether he should trust you or not. In the meantime, Underwater Village is getting attacked by an evil octopus. And after you dealing with it, he decides to help you with one little condition. If you betray us, the special mix of underwater power and the poison will kill you. But if you won't, you'll leave. You agree to the stupid offer regardless of your own concerns. Because you have nothing to lose. Is it a game or something anyway? Now you're capable of moving underwater freely. Obviously, after thinking for a bit, you decide to start your journey on defeating those creatures. Where you and Urashima go to the depths of the undersea. To do one good thing in your lives. To buy the Among Us Happy Meal. To eradicate the Black Blood. After traveling those labyrinths for a good while, you find the matter core of those creatures. Their center. After a pretty consuming battle, you defeat the monster with a little this is an over feeling. However, it is time to have some nice food with the Urashima and prepare for the next mission. Hey. Hey. Who are you again? That's me, and it's me. You? Come on, I've been helping you all this time, haven't I? You really have. Your world, it's like kinda strange. Hey, don't fall asleep. How did you fall asleep? What was that? Hallucination? A game? A real life? A fucking shitpost, mate! Parallels behind that is non-existent anymore. Anyway, this is where the second to the last part of this game begins. You meet up with the king and he decides to eradicate the creatures spawning those little black things again and again from the bottom of the sea. It's time, the final dive, and oh my god, I was so stupid. This is the only time I was frustrated about in this game. After jumping in that hole and saving a bit of time, I basically soft-locked myself from ever coming out of it. And this is where the real pain begins. The hole doesn't contain only the small creatures, the hole also contains the big creatures which is hard to defeat. And speaking of which, now it seems pretty apparent, but remember me talking about maxing the summoning power? I didn't do that. I thought that what I have already is gonna be enough. And oh god, I was wrong. After defeating a fair bit of small creatures and a big one, I've come to the second tough creature. The fight with it is relatively fine. Except the whole battle is set on fire, where every turn he will make 1,500 damage to spirits and then to your main characters. That's a pretty fair battle, I'd say. I couldn't come with any better strategy except swapping my spirits to the other ones every 2 turns, which appeared to be a very stupid strategy, but a working strategy. And again, the fight itself took me a solid 30 minutes. Holy shit. Wow! And as I said, this is only the second hard creature. Next comes the third one. As you might not know that, the main character is having a skill called Protect, which redirects all the attacks to your allies onto you and lowers their damage by 65%. However, the third creature attacks every turn, and attacks a lot, a really fucking lot. Ouch. However, if you don't block, all of your allies will die. But now remember, I'm a lot undergeared and not even supposed to be here. God bless undergearing. Wait, what? But even with these conditions, I managed to find a tactic of dying. Of dying with my main character. As you might have noticed that, I'm not the only one in my party, I also have a King of Oni there. And considering the facts, the King Oni is greatly overpowered compared to me or my spirits, so why should I care? By figuring out the perfect strategy of healing and attacking with the strongest spell, I managed to defeat the boss after a long 15-minute 2-button clicking battle. But did you think it was all? Fully exhausted with no resources, gear, willpower or anything else, I still went to the final creature, the Mother Core. A long 2-hour-long attempt of me trying to defeat it went to nowhere. There was really no glimmer of hope, to be honest. Anything I did was futile, but what can I do? Reset? Now it seems like the correct answer, but that... Magically, I got all the healing items I needed, and the long yet exhausting battle began. After 30 minutes of picking and poking, I finally managed to defeat it. The final boss of this dungeon was no more. But I didn't feel like a winner. That made me really frustrated. Yet, that's what happened. Magic! We went out of there, had some hugging session with the King Oni. It was finally the time. The time to find the endgame power. While flying on my ship, I found an island that I've talked about. It contained an additional slot for my summons, and I've taken it. A bit later I found something that honestly touched me way more than it should. What the fuck? No. No. All these fun moments together with him. Destroying the wall, helping him out from sand, helping him out from water. Thank you for everything, Makana. He was more of a human than most of us. It was now pretty apparent of what I should do. I went to the first cave and pretty much started grinding. After defeating 4 guardians of that place, getting the final summon slot and a lot of buffs that I never dreamt of, it was the final battle between the good and the neutral. After a long and exhausting battle, I've done it. My powers are maxed out now. And now I stand a chance against anything. This is where the battle begins. Hey, so where's Fur-Faced? Not your business. No! There's nothing I can help you on the other side. It's your time to shine. Let this all to us, and go, gamer! The final battle. There was little of games that truly touched my mind. There was even less hentai games than did it. But there was no game that made it so effortlessly. New Project is an absolute masterpiece. Either it's a hentai game, or food for your mind, or just a funny scene collection. This game deserves to be spoken about, and it excels at every aspect it's having. Gameplay is fresh and toasty, the art style is immaculate, the story is unspeakable, and the pleasurability is hot as fuck. New Project is the second game to receive a full SSS rank from me, and the first game to receive my appreciation of art. It was a pretty damn long time since I saw something as good as this one. And to be honest, I'm kinda sad. The guy developing this game lives in Japan and asks just $15 for it. Sure, the art style isn't perfect, the game engine must be unattractive, but this whole concentrated ball of blood and tears poured into it, God, it definitely worth it. Other than that, it was a really interesting video to make. Shout out to the man making the game, Takamakuran. Shout out to the Pyro Cynical for the inspiration of this video. And obviously thank you for watching it. And as always, if you think something is untold, reveal it yourself. Peace. Okay, now when the normies are gone, we can actually go into the depths of this game. To its core. Obviously the ending you saw was just a shitpost I made in a few seconds. Actually, this game is having 3 endings. The one that you saw, the good one, and I would say the bad one. So to understand the whole point of a game, we should start from the bad ending, and then go to the good one. Let's begin. It is the time with the King Oni when you finished off a mother core of the underwater creatures. You come back, have a relaxing night, and there where the story starts being different. Actually, nothing in this game is leading you to the bad ending even. There is no motivation for you to even start. Literally, no signs showing where you should go to do it. But here you are, underwater. The place where the underwater creatures were coming from. Something is there, but what is it? You approach it, and it appears to be a white silhouette with brilliant to no explanations. The only dialogue you have is to leave or to kill it. It's weird. What is it even? Regardless if you choose to kill it, the world is pretty much saved now and you can go to your finale. But what if you don't? What if you spare it? The game doesn't say anything about it, even the creature itself doesn't say anything, but if you get 4 dragon scales from every dragon in here, the silhouette will ask you to give them. And if you will give it to it, the silhouette will award you with the edge of the lightning chain, which ironically pretty much doubles your damage. But why do you need it? You're the warrior by yourself, you having the spirits all around you. But this will be answered a bit later. Regardless of that, task is now pretty understandable. You should get rid of the dragons. Coming to it, the first dragon will be the winged one. Fighting with it's relatively easy, as if you have your minions helping you and the new sword you obtain. However, after killing the dragon... Oh no, I'm dying. Bye bye, gamer. And this is why you need a new weapon. Also, remember about me talking of the crystals in the dungeons? Yes, they are now gone after defeating the dragon. The game honestly tries you to not go this way, signifying the worst and the worst results you're gonna get, but... regardless. Coming later, you defeat the second dragon, third one, and finally the last dragon protecting it. With every single dragon killed, the colors of the world became more and more grey, signifying loss of power or some other feeding energy on it. And of course, gained from every single one of them, you come back to the silhouette. Given the course to it, it'll give you an overpowered item that will increase your damage, defense, counter-attack, and so on. With it now, the only way to go is the Tower of Death itself. But before it, we must visit one cool place. The underwater house with someone inside. Proceeding, you meet the former death. But of it is not very long, consisting from some easy flows and counterattacks to each other. Defeating it, well, Now you're actually an antagonist. While going to the final point of a game, Death Tower, you can't even enter any cities now. You are the Dark Creature. Entering the tower, you meet your old friends, 12 Divine Gods, which don't really stand a chance against you. Slaying it one by one, getting more powers you are after the death itself. It can't do anything, so it just gives up. Gives up for you to choose. Now, even your character is fully changed to black and red colors. Well, hello. Hello, Mr. Gamer. By the looks of it, I'm the final boss, aren't I? But even if I die now, and if you drop dead now, this world is already lost anyway. It's not because this happened, you know? I was already at my limit. Even to start transferring consciousness into an empty body and pulling it through the barrier again and again is a very hard task. 12 divinities and death helped me, of course, but I was the one doing the heavy lifting, you know. Looks like soon I won't even have the power to keep up the barrier. So in my hero training game, you'll be the last participant. It started off terrible. That's what happens when you abruptly grant people great power and ask them to save the world. Some completely refused it and asked to be returned. Some went on a rampage and had to be dealt with. Oh, sorry, Mr. Gamer. That's enough exposition, right? I see you're full of determination. Then, this is where my job as your guide ends. Should we do the final battle? And that's the big secret of a game. That wasn't just a simulation inside of your mind. It was a real entity transferring you from one world to another to protect it. You might ask why this must be done, but it was already answered. The creatures transferred from the other world can't be possessed. We steer in the brightest of the mind, selecting not the best way there are by ourselves. The one supposed to protect it went to the dark side of it, preferring the bad, the worse, the true ending. Well, goodbye. Oh shit. This place will soon disappear. The game is over now. Mr. Gamer, I wish I could send you back home, but my power can't affect your body anymore. Acting as a personal guide for the hero. That was my final attempt, Toyota. It's a fine name, I liked it. Nobody ever called me, so I'd never had one before. Please, witness the end of the world in my place. Goodbye, Mr. Gamer. But what if you decide to get the true good ending? Now, you should do one thing. Coming to an abandoned island, you find them, not really understanding or just not showing what is going on. Furface is being hesitant of staying on this island. You offer him to go together to kill divine dragons? Oh wow, something must be wrong here, but regardless. Upon arriving to the Wade Dragon Cave, Furface starts thinking of why we are killing the divine dragons and states that what we are doing right now isn't a good deed. The question is being interrupted by someone screaming inside, to which the question of slaughtering is set aside for now. Eventually it appears to be some human counted tentacles, but Fur-faced got transformed again. Eventually you meet a cloaked woman, which offers you to help with the demon. You explain to her that the demon is a friend, and the battle against the friend begins. I need to use some attack that won't hurt him. Yeah, about that. In the process of a battle, you realize that you are the antidote to the darkness, and do one thing you possibly can. Eventually, working out and falling unconscious. Waking, you find that Furface is partially cured now, and feeling fine. Apparently hugging and teasing the man helped him to get cured. In the process he explains that the Demon King sent him to the island after revealing the fact of him getting a few dark spots from the Onigashima island. Eventually the cloaked woman also came with you. Sadly she seems to have lost your memories, and she decides to call herself Miss Gamer. The woman asks you to give her a name. Yes, Mecha will be fine. Visiting Mikano, Mecha also comes with you. Showing her the robot, Mecha explains you that she saw one when she first woke up. Eventually, suspicion of Mecha being a Mikano rises. Pretty much begin it, I'd say. You decide to take Mecha with you to the place where Mikano came from. Inside of a hut you find the notes that you can't read. You give it to Mecha, and after reading them... Mecha collapsed. What the... Damn it. You bring her back to the house and... Huh? Oh, gamer. Mechana seems to be alive. In the process of dialogue, it becomes apparent that Mecha is indeed a Mechana. To be exact, his homunculus, which had soul of Mechana transferred in. Somehow he lost his memory, but kept the knowledge of things. And after reading the prepared note, he transferred his soul back to the mechanical body. Regardless, now, when you saved your friends, you can achieve the true finale.
Will you go?
Gamer. Huh? Where are you going with you? You cannot do so. Like water-soaking cloth, the dark will permeate you, to all divinities. It's true that there is no way for us to slow down the corruption, unless we abandon our divine nature, that is... We'll become simple beasts, strong beasts. We'll be able to join the fight. Have you decided on that? We'll weaken the corruption. It'll be fine. Then fly. There is nothing I can do to help you. I'm truly sorry. Sorry, gamer. This guy here is our goal. Gamer, go up ahead.
For not being able to go with you, I apologize.
Gamer, worry not. You'll not be chased. This is the place where Cat will die.
It'll be fine, Mr. Gamer. We'll
Gamer,
safely
gamer,
return
gamer, well, leave this to us. And go, gamer! Oh no, you on the other hand are not going anywhere. Cat, is your soul still here? I'm sorry for being too late. Let's end this.
Great, dog name.
Regardless of decisions, regardless of your choices, by saving your friends and getting rid of the world threat, you can have the true good ending. Haha, I did it. Huh? So how do I go back now? Hero Gamer. Huh? Oh, Miss Dead, hello. Hero Gamer, I intended to transfer you back. However, it appears there's no need for that anymore. For I have come to welcome you. Huh? Welcome? As one dies, it is my duty to welcome them. Huh? I just... Huh? What's that over there? Oh. Oh, the house. It's the house. There's the house flying in space. Wow. No, wait, why is it here? Hey, gamer, meow. Gamer. Everyone. 12 divinities survived too. Good to see. Oh, and the blue one is here. Hey, Leonie, how did you get here? Just by chance, okay? I just happened to see the house, so I went to see the WhatsApp. And these guys were making a lot of noise. Gamer, guys of you, we're taking time to return. We kinda set course to the Tower of Death, meow. Then we heard from the death that bad stuff is happening. And Mikado dragged me with him to make trouble, meow. From my examinations of it, I knew that the house could sail through space, but there wouldn't be enough power for it. I tried many things to no result, but then suddenly energy output rose dramatically and we floated here. I don't know how. Sorry for being late, gamer. And on the way we got those guys too. They were almost dead, meow. Their coming truly saved us, Squig. Somehow this artifact can travel through the barrier, Squig. Mr. Gamer, you have my big, great, huge thanks and anything you want. Jeez, gamer, you should be resting now. Take your time, there's no need to hurry anymore. Meow. Gamer, get on my back, I'll carry you across the world. Sleepy. Gamer, what you've done is invaluable. Your answer to our call shines through your dates. Thanks a bunch, gamer. Hey, gamer, let's get back down and drink. Drink away the fatigue, drink away the wounds. I'm proud to have taken part in guiding you. Gamer, amazing. Gamer wants me take. And that's how the game actually ends. You've saved the alternate world. You've saved the friends you made along the way. You say yourself, from when we're diving into depths of despair. The millions of creature lives will sing thanks in the future. For that glorious warrior, protecting them. For the glorious and the purest. Gamer himself. Quit the game and... I've defeated the final boss, right? Seems like a good place to quit, I guess. Huh? This was so much fun, so exciting and tense. Haha, I'm very glad to hear that. I have a feeling that soon I'll receive a message from the office telling me that it's fine to go back to work. You know, at some point I really thought that I was about to die. I'll give you the perfect score on how thrilling it all was. Yeah? See you then, Toyota. Before I leave, can you tell me your name? I'm Toyota, Mr. Gamer. Yeah, right, Toyota. Well... New project. Huh. ... There really isn't much information to be found on the casing of a cabinet. I examined all of it, and the only thing I found was a label. Relaxive therapeutic music. Savor your own personal relaxation space while listening to soothing tunes and sound of nature. That's all. There's nothing out of the ordinary about the cabinet. Checking the phone, I found a message from the company. I just thought that's it about time. And here it is. Oh dear, I have an amazing appetite today. No. It's just that your cooking is incredibly tasty. Thank you. This unexpected summer vacation. So it began with a stomachache in the end. It was kind of fun. Perhaps. Ugh. Thank you, Mr. Gamer. Nice weather today.